Man, I should actually unmute the microphone. Sorry about that. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. This is like a year and a half overdue. You might remember Dark Knight's death metal was going on February last year. I think December the year before that. Like, it's been going, it happened a while ago. And there was some cool, crazy stuff that came out of it. Lots of books came out of it, lots of tie-ins, spin-offs. One of the things that came out of all that was Tales from the Dark Multiverse. And I've had this book and a couple others of those Tales of the Dark Multiverse books just kind of chilling out here, hanging out on my desk. Why? Because I meant to do reviews of them, and then I kind of put other books on top of them and forgot all about them. Which, if I'm honest, that's kind of how I feel about these books. I read them, and then I kind of forgot all about them. Like this one, it is 99% unforgettable. Like, you're looking at the cover of the book, and you're basically getting the entire contents of the book just by looking at this cover. Because the plot line is just, hey, the Dark Knight's metal event thing happened. The Batman who laughed won. And only one hero, the Signal, right there, is left to, overcome. So you get like some cool looking art, which is really the highlight of the book. Like, let me find. Oh yeah, here. This is pretty good. Boom. Let me find that part where Nightwing is busting out with Boom. See, metal. It's an axe, which is a guitar. Do you get it? Do you get the joke? Do you see why that's funny? I mean, it's a cool looking image, and I really like it. But like, do you get it? Like, it's an axe. Ha ha ha. Yeah? Okay. And that's basically the gist of it. So the Signal, Duke Thomas, he comes back from being in some other universe or something and finds the multiverse is wrecked. He meets up with the other heroes that are still alive, and then they go to fight evil. And that's the story. All the heroes that the Justice League, they've become villains. So there's Wonder Woman, for example. Superman is somewhere else. He gets taken out by a kryptonite pick. Where's that at? Well, I guess I'm never going to find it, but here, you can have a picture of the Signal riding, the Joker dragon. And that's essentially all this is. Like, having actually read it, having read the book, I can tell you that basically none of the text in the book actually mattered at all. It's really just, let's look at the cool art. And from that perspective of, hey, what kind of cool, crazy looking art is in here? It's a pretty cool book. If you approach this as like an art book, if you approach this expecting like a story you actually want to read, I like the Dead Flash, by the way. Like, Barry Allen totally toasted himself, and it's kind of awesome. Where's that panel where, he just, look at that. Like, what a way to make an entrance into the scene. I think that's pretty cool. And at the end of it, he goes and meets Tempest Fugitive, or Tempest Fugit, or whatever his name is. Oh yeah, here's the kryptonite pick. Boom. Call me Dragon Slayer. Like, the text really doesn't matter. It's just kind of like whatever. But the looks of it, the book looks pretty good. So we're going to talk about these Dark Multiverse books that they did here. And you're just going to have to bear with me. We're going to go through the 6 that are sitting on my desk. Or is it 5? Whatever. However many are on my desk, we're going to talk about today. Well, not today for you, but today for me. And it was okay. Was it worth the $6? I think from an art book perspective, it kind of was. So I'm gonna give it a pass on that. It was all right. I flipped through it again today, reread it, and that was my conclusion, was it was all right. Totally unnecessary. Not as cool as some of the other Dark Multiverse books, but okay. So maybe you can still find one of these like lurking in the back alleys of your store collecting dust. If so, you might want to take it off their hands and reduce their overhead, reduce their inventory. And give them like, the $2 that the book probably costs at this point. I don't know. Maybe this book is really expensive on eBay. I have no idea. Because eBay is weird like that sometimes. Anyway, I digress. We're talking about other things and not the book. We're supposed to be talking about books. So, you all have a good one. Bye bye.